Now, Kroc is one of the many games I remember playing on the PlayStation series of demo discs. At the time, I didn't have a clue who made the game. Either that, or I didn't remember and didn't care. When I picked it up again a couple weeks ago, I exclaimed, "Fingers!" It's Fox again. To my surprise, this was a 3/4 honest attempt at a video game. I was pretty shocked. I remember it being fun as a kid, but really challenging. As an adult, it's interesting to look back at the games you've played, but vaguely remember in a manner that brings back nostalgia and interest. Well, Kroc is a half-baked piece of shit. Maybe I'm being a little hard on our hero here. He's cute, he's cuddly, and he makes really funny noises sometimes. Platformers have been all the rage since the dawn of video games, and often when the genre made the jump to 3D, early attempts were less than stellar, save for Nintendo's excellent production quality. But this isn't Nintendo. Fox cast their lot with Sony and the PlayStation, and it paid off. Kroc sold a fair number of copies, but it could have done better and could have been so much more. Since the game is below average, I can't really put it in the greatest games list. It is low enough to be put into the POS category, but it barely escapes it for the half-baked category. This game is clumped together in quality with games like Dragon Ball GT Final Bout, Terminator 2, and both of those actually scored higher. Mario is missing, Robotic Alchemic Drive, and the infamous Mary-Kate and Ashley games. This is one group of games you do not want to be associated with, especially in production value. This game needs to be given props where props are due, however. For its day and age, the music was fantastically done. However, the problem is it's repetitive and it loops around a track, but the track that the game does use is well done, like I said. It shouldn't be a surprise since the creator of the game is Fox Corp. I was mildly interested, but to be perfectly honest, I would rather pop in Spyro the Dragon and go at that. When I was younger, I was hooked onto that game for a good solid 1 or 2 months. Rightfully so, Spyro gained acclaim, and I'm sad that this franchise hasn't been expanded upon. Perhaps people are too engrossed in their Call of Duty games today to even care about anything else. That's right, Call of Duty tards. And yes, I will harp on Call of Duty on this channel. The older games are good, I liked Modern Warfare 2, but the entire franchise feels orchestrated and the multiplayer bland. So let's get back on topic. The controls are horrible. They are so slippery that it makes jumping on the tiny platforms nearly impossible. This is an issue that should have been fixed in alpha, but it made it to the final production version. That's inexcusable. Now, the restarts aren't too bad. It'll place you close in an area to where you died, and for the game's time, I really can't complain. Dare I say, the game's restarts are of higher quality than Blizzard's Diablo 3. One thing that is very annoying, though, is that if you touch lava, it's an insta-death. For sake, at least give me 2 or 3 burning hops at the loss of crystals before you deny me. Gameplay really isn't all that innovative for a platformer. You have your attacks, your ground pounds, etc. I would have liked to have been able to interact with the environment a bit more, but that's something new for the platform in its time. If you like the Kroc series, I suppose this is replayable for you, but the franchise feels short. It doesn't leave you feel satisfied for long. I think I'd get a longer run out of Spyro than Kroc. Everything feels right from a button layout perspective. It's just slippery controls. They just couldn't nail that down at all. As for the bosses, well, if the first boss is this dull, I think I'm going to have to pass on the game. The quality of the game screams for more in the microwave, and I'm very disappointed in that this game could have been much more than it is. Still, if I was stuck on a deserted island with a choice between Kroc or Sabrina the Teenage Witch, I'd take Kroc every single time. I hit this game real hard last time I gave it a score. With the new analyzer I have, though, it's a little more friendly, so I'll give this game a 60.2 out of 100. Barely escaped the piece of category. Could have been so much more, Argo and Fox, just so much more. Why?